This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. It's summertime and there's lots of great fruits and vegetables available. Welcome to the Farmers Market Gourmet. You know, it's great to have a little pot of tomatoes in your backyard or on your terrace, and if you're fortunate to have a fruit tree growing in your backyard, it's really great to be able to eat that locally grown, fresh, in-season fruits and vegetables. Well, I'm lucky enough to be able to have some of that in my backyard garden, but I don't grow enough of it to feed my family full time. So one of the things that I do is I like to go down to my farmer's market, which in my town comes in on Saturdays. So on this podcast, what I'm going to be doing is showing you some recipes that you can use and either use things that you're growing in your garden at home or things that are in season at the farmer's market and make some really great and delicious things for your family. So let's get started. So the first recipe I'm going to share with you today is for my freezer jam. Now the thing that I love about this is that it's really fast and easy. It only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to put this together. And it uses those wonderfully fresh fruits that sometimes are only in season for a little bit, but because it's a freezer jam, we put it in the freezer and we have it for the rest of the year, or at least a few months. So I went to the market and saw that they had raspberries. So what I did is I got 3 containers of raspberries because what I need is 3 cups of mashed fruit. So what I do is I just get a big bowl or a big measuring cup and I get my potato masher and I just slowly start adding those berries. Now today I'm using raspberries. I could have also used strawberries and I just kind of mash them up. Now if I had been using strawberries, I would have cut them a little bit. If I were using blueberries, I would have just left them whole. But again, I don't put them all in at once. I do it a bit at a time until I have 3 cups of nice mashed up fruit. Then what you do is you add 5 cups of sugar. Now it sounds like a lot of sugar. It is a lot of sugar, but that's just the way jam works. So what I do is I add that sugar, but I add it in slowly because I need for that sugar to totally dissolve in that fruit. So just keep adding and stirring, adding and stirring. And then at some point, what's going to happen, just a couple of minutes of stirring, you're going to get all that sugar mixed into that fruit, and then you're going to have just this wonderful red jam base. Then the next thing you want to do is go to the stove and in a small saucepan put in 3/4 of a cup of water and then get a box of this Sure Gel. Sure Gel is like a pectin. And what you do is you just take it out of the package and you put it right into the water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to heat this up on a medium-high heat and start stirring it. And you keep stirring and stirring. Again, it doesn't take very long, but we do need to get that pectin dissolved, and then we want to bring this mixture to a boil over that high heat. Now you can see that the pectin has dissolved and it's starting to steam, but it isn't boiling yet. This has really got to start boiling. So watch it until it boils, and here it is. This is boiling. And once that happens, you keep stirring and you put on the timer for just 1 minute. You want to let that boil for 1 minute, just like that. So once your timer goes off for 1 minute, go ahead and pull this off the stove and pour it right into your sugar and fruit mixture. Then start stirring, and you want to keep stirring for 3 minutes. So I go ahead and set a timer again because you want to make sure that you go for a full 3 minutes. Now once the 3 minutes is up, start ladling your jam into your containers. Now these are just freezer containers. With this kind of jam, you don't have to go through the whole jar and sterilization routine. Now watch when I'm ladling my jam, I get a ladle full and then I dip my ladle bottom back in the jam like this, and you'll notice I get no drips. So that's just a little trick. Now once you get it all ladled out, go ahead and put the lids on, and you need to let this sit at room temperature for 24 hours so it can gel up. Then once the 24 hours is up, you can take one container and put it in your refrigerator. That'll last for 3 months, and then put the rest in your freezer for up to a whole year. Now you can make this jam not only with the raspberries, but with strawberries, blueberries, apricots, and peaches, and I'll have all that information on the website, so the next time you go to the farmer's market, you can make some great jam. Thanks so much for joining me today. You can go to our website at www.harwoodpodcast.com to find all the recipes for today's show. And also, if you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and send me an email. I'll see you next time.